What's going on, webheads? Welcome back to another video on the Spider Pops channel, and today we are going to be going over the brand new Target Blacklight X-Men Pops, and they are just really cool, but the whole release of these things was just an absolute disaster, and it was just really tough to get every one of these pops. We got both of the t-shirts, we got every Funko Pop that actually got dropped, and this should just be a really awesome video. I am super stoked to be able to bring these to you guys, and yeah, make sure you guys stick around to the end to see all of the awesome Blacklight webtastic action.
Pretend you're Spider-Man. Your mission, to rescue your friend high above. A job for your Spider-Man web shooter. Flip your secret wristband, take aim, and down slides your man to safety. But wait, there go the bad guys. Reload, take aim, shoot, zap, got 'em, bring 'em in. The Spider-Man web shooter supports the weight of toys only, doll and truck not included.
Alright, so yeah, we were able to get all of these Blacklight Pops, and they are just super cool, but the actual release of these was just really ridiculous. They started off by releasing, I believe, the Blacklight Deadpool, and some of the Targets were actually releasing those around May 2nd when they were originally supposed to be street dated for. But then all of the rest of them were pushed back to May 11th, I believe. But then if you actually went out on May 11th, most of the Targets still didn't have them in stock. And that's because all of their Targets kind of sporadically released them the week before. I believe like 4 days before they were supposed to release them, they started dropping the Rogues, Magnetos, and Gambits. And then on May 11th, we were actually able to go out, and a few of the Targets had already sold all of their Blacklight exclusive Wolverine pop tees. But then we were actually able to go to a couple of the Targets who actually followed the rules and put them out on May 11th. So we were able to get a Wolverine pop tee to show off for you guys on the channel, as well as these really awesome Marvel Blacklight pins. I am super stoked about these. We actually have our really cool Funko pin board right there with all of our Funko pins. It tends to fall off the wall sometimes, so in some videos it is actually not there. And speaking of something that has fallen, we actually have to fix our dog Scump. So just noticed that Scump was actually laying down on his side, and that's not what he's supposed to be doing. We'll just set him up like that, and he is chillin' now. But yeah, we got these Marvel Blacklight pins, and these are just super cool. It's got Wolverine, Magneto, and Rogue on it, as well as a Blacklight version of the Marvel logo. And I thought this was pretty interesting. I really like the Marvel Blacklight logo, but I think it's interesting that they actually definitely had 4 of the characters that they could have put on this, and they decided to only put 3 of them, which was the Wolverine, the Magneto, and the Rogue. And they just kind of left Deadpool and Gambit out, I believe, and it is just something that's pretty interesting. But I'm not really complaining all that much, because I am actually pretty stoked about this Blacklight Marvel logo. That one will actually be probably going on my jacket, and I'm just super stoked we were able to pick up a pack of these, and I'm just super stoked we were able to get these for our collection, because they are just really awesome pop pins, and I'm a huge fan of the little enamel pins that Funko actually makes, so those are just super cool. I'm super stoked we have those to add to the collection. And up next, I believe we're just going to get into all of the other pops that were released, and we'll go over the Blacklight t-shirts at the end. And we'll actually start off right here with the Target exclusive Blacklight Gambit, and this is just really cool. They are just really awesome under Blacklight, and I'm super stoked I have all of these to actually add to the collection. But this Gambit is one of the coolest ones that they released for sure. Gambit is a really cool character in the X-Men comics, and is a really cool mutant, and was only really portrayed in movies once by the guy who played Tim Riggins in Friday Night Lights. I cannot remember the actual name of the actor right now, but he was in X-Men Origins Wolverine, and he actually got the lights knocked out of him by Wolverine after a bit of a monologue. But
2 years I rotting in that hell, and I never...
yeah, Gambit is just a really cool character in the X-Men universe, and it's super cool that we have this to add to our Blacklight X-Men line. So really cool. I'm super stoked about this Blacklight Target exclusive Gambit right here, and he is just a really awesome Blacklight pop. But after Gambit, up next we actually have ourselves the Blacklight Target exclusive Rogue, and this is number 800 in the Marvel Blacklight line. I do not think these pops actually add up with the numbers of the last Blacklight pops, which is pretty interesting. I will have to actually see that once we do some organizing in the pop office, because we have actually run out of space on this whole Marvel shelf right here, which is where the previous Blacklight pops are currently housed. And yeah, it is just going to be a bit of a struggle. We are going to have to do some reorganizing here soon for sure, and hopefully be able to display our awesome Blacklight X-Men pops up there with all of the other ones. But this Blacklight exclusive Rogue is really cool. Rogue is a really cool character. She's got some pretty interesting powers. I believe she can basically just suck the power out of any mutant that she wants, because I believe it was in one of the X-Men movies, I remember her getting stabbed by Wolverine and her actually touching him and taking his healing powers so she could actually save herself from death. But Rogue is definitely a super cool character in the Marvel Comics, and I'm super stoked that they have this to add to the X-Men collection as well. They made a bunch of really awesome X-Men pops, and it is really awesome, especially because X-Men will be coming to the MCU relatively soon after Disney actually acquired the X-Men rights from Fox. And I'm just super stoked to see what Marvel actually does now that they have all of the rights to their X-Men characters back, and hopefully they have some really awesome interactions with your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, because that will just be a really awesome thing to see on film. But yeah, that Rogue is just super cool. And after Rogue, we actually have right here the Marvel Blacklight Magneto, and he is a really awesome X-Men character, one of the main bad guys of the X-Men universe, and he has, as you all know, the ability to control all metal objects, so he can straight up just rip the fillings right out of your teeth if he so desires, if you just so happen to have metal fillings.
Des plombages en métal, hein? Pas en or. On a peur que quelqu'un veut les vol.
Along with a whole bunch of other really awesome metal bending shenanigans, and he wears this really cool helmet so he cannot get his mind read by Charles Xavier, and it is just a really awesome character in the Blacklight universe, and he has just got a really awesome pink and purple body in Blacklight form, and Magneto is just a super complex and awesome character in the comics, and in the comics is actually the father of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, or Wanda Maximoff and Pietro Maximoff, so that is just super cool. They touched on that a little bit in the Fox X-Men franchise, as they also had Quicksilver in their universe, played by Evan Peters.
They told me you control metal.
Hey.
You know, my mom once knew a guy who could do that.
Which led to a pretty disappointing tease in WandaVision, but in the X-Men universe, Magneto was the father of Quicksilver, so who's to say if they were actually able to have Scarlet Witch in the X-Men universe, what they would have done with that character, because Scarlet Witch is definitely one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel universe, and is just a super awesome character, as you all know from watching WandaVision. But this Magneto Blacklight Marvel pop is just really cool, number $7.99 in the Marvel line, and is just gonna look really awesome next to all of the other Marvel Blacklight pops. That would be really cool if they eventually come out with a Marvel Blacklight Scarlet Witch and a Marvel Blacklight Quicksilver, because then you can put them right underneath the Magneto, and it would just look really awesome. But super cool that we actually have this to show off for the channel for all of you guys, and I'm just super stoked about all of these Blacklight pops. Alright, but last up after the Magneto, this is actually going to be the last Funko Pop that is not included with a Funko t-shirt, but we actually have right here the Marvel Blacklight Target exclusive Deadpool, and this is really cool. Deadpool is an awesome character, and in the comics has a bunch of really crazy and hilarious interactions with your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and is just a really awesome character that usually interacts alongside with the X-Men, and this is just a really awesome pop. And Deadpool is definitely one of my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe, not just including the MCU. I am super stoked for Deadpool 3 to actually come out and be an MCU film. I am sure they're going to crack a lot of Spider-Man jokes, and it should just be a really awesome movie, especially because it will still maintain its R rating, which I believe is super important to the character of Deadpool, because Deadpool was always a character I feel like was more aimed towards adults and young adults, but yeah, this is just a really awesome Blacklight pop, and we just got ourselves a really awesome hot pink and purple Blacklight Target exclusive Deadpool, and he is just really cool. This is definitely one of my favorite pops in the Blacklight line. He will probably end up sitting right underneath the Spider-Man Blacklight pop, and will just look really awesome in the Spider Pops collection once we get it all organized and functioning once again. But yeah, just super stoked we have all 4 of our Marvel Blacklight Pops to show off for you guys on the channel. It was definitely a bit of a journey and a struggle to actually acquire all of these pops. I was actually getting all of these pops while I was working on the Spider Pops web shooters, and I'm super happy that we were actually able to snag up all these pops and almost complete the entire Blacklight collection. I believe the only other Blacklight pop we are missing now, which we might be able to hopefully get at a trade at some point, is actually going to be the Blacklight Funko Shop exclusive Hulk, because they released that something at like 9:30 in the morning, like randomly, and I had no idea it was going to be released, so I was unable to get the Blacklight Funko Shop exclusive Hulk, so we will hopefully be able to pick up one of those to add to the Blacklight collection sometime in the future. But with all of those being said, now all we gotta do is move on to the awesome Funko t-shirt, along with this really awesome Wolverine Blacklight pop. I've had these for a couple days now, and I've been waiting to open this for this video. So we are going to actually take this guy out of the plastic right here. And this Blacklight Wolverine is honestly just really sick. they did something that was a bit different than the Blacklight Spider-Man Pop Tee last year, and that is that they actually put a window right here for the actual pop box. And now that I'm actually looking at it, this is actually just a little square cut out, which is honestly really sick. So you can actually see which pops you get and if they are going to be damaged or not based on the condition of the outer box. But that is something that is really cool, and Funko might be able to implement with more and more pop tees in the future. So then you can try to avoid getting damaged pops in your pop tees. But this is just super cool. If you wanted to display this just in the pop tee box, you definitely could. And this is just really awesome. But we are definitely going to be opening this one up today. There is a bit of box damage on this specific Wolverine pop tee, but hopefully that is not too big of a deal. We'll just get this open and then show off the super awesome Wolverine t-shirt. I'm super stoked to be able to add this to my Marvel collection, because right now the colors on it are already looking fantastic, and the Blacklight Spider-Man is honestly my all-time favorite Funko shirt that I have in my closet. I definitely wore that one a bunch. And this Wolverine shirt is absolutely fantastic. I am a huge fan of it already. And alright, we got it out of the plastic right there. And this is just super cool. I am loving the colors on this Marvel Blacklight t-shirt. And it is a bit different from the Spider-Man one, as the Spider-Man one had the big picture of Spider-Man on the back, as well as the Spider-Man logo on the front corner. So this is a bit different. I'm still loving the artwork on this tee, and it's just a really awesome pop tee. So yeah, we are just going to try this on and show it off for you guys on the channel really quick. Alright, and there we have it. We got ourselves the Marvel Blacklight Wolverine pop tee right there. And this shirt is poppin' for sure. See what I did there? But yeah, this is just a really awesome shirt, and I'm just super stoked we have this to add to our awesome collection of pop tees. And I'm definitely going to be wearing this one a lot. I'm a huge fan of the black pop tees, and especially the Blacklight ones, because they are just really cool and look absolutely spectacular. So I am super stoked about this one right here, and is going to look really nice to go alongside with the Marvel Spider-Man pop tee, because with the Marvel Blacklight Spider-Man pop tee, because that is just a really awesome pop tee. And these Blacklight tees have proven to just be absolutely phenomenal. But moving on to actually go along, the main event of this actual box is actually going to be this Blacklight Target exclusive Wolverine. And this is just really awesome. Wolverine is a really spectacular character and has a bunch of really amazing storylines in the Marvel comics and in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. There is a bit of box damage on this one.
Now that's a lot of damage!
It is actually not too bad. There is just a little bit of a tear on the top of the box, but not too big of a deal. You can't really do much about that because you could not really see that even with the window, but still really cool. I am super stoked about this Target exclusive Wolverine, number 802 in the Marvel line, and this is just really cool. I am super stoked about all of these Marvel pops, and they are just going to look really cool in the Marvel Blacklight collection once everything is all situated and organized. Alright, but moving on, we actually have ourselves right here the only actual t-shirt that just came by itself this year, and it is the Making Magic Deadpool Blacklight tee, and this is just going to be a really phenomenal tee to add to the collection as well. It is a short sleeve t-shirt inside, limited edition tee is what it says on the outside, and these are just really cool. I am super stoked about these pop tees, and they are just really awesome. We got ourselves Wizard Deadpool right here on the box. This is just a really awesome pop tee in a size large. We are able to get both of the Blacklight tees in our size this year, which is super phenomenal. But I am super stoked about both of them, and I'm sure this one is going to look really awesome, especially seeing how this Wolverine pop tee looks right now. But I'm just super stoked for both of these, and this is going to be another shirt that is worn a lot by me and by me out and around in public, and this is just going to be a really awesome addition to the pop tee collection. But yeah, getting this box open, this is just really cool. I'm just loving all the Blacklight stuff that they have been making starting last year. But this is just really cool. I'm loving this shirt, and this is maybe, I think I'm liking this shirt maybe just a tiny bit better than the Wolverine shirt, just because it is Deadpool and because it is just a really funny shirt with Wizard Deadpool. And I believe this year Deadpool is actually celebrating his 25th anniversary, I want to say, and they made a whole bunch of Deadpool birthday pops, including the one we actually picked up on our birthday this year, which was the actual Happy Birthday Deadpool. and then the 7-Eleven exclusive that we have without the sticker, that is actually the metallic Deadpool coming out of the birthday cake. But I believe they also have a Wizard Deadpool pop. I just have not picked it up for my collection. But right here we actually have the Wizard Deadpool Blacklight pop tee, and this is just super awesome. I am just super stoked about this wicked cool shirt. And yeah, I'm just super stoked about this. Deadpool is just a super awesome character and looks absolutely phenomenal in blacklight form. So we are just gonna throw this on and show it to you guys really quick. Alright, so we got ourselves the Blacklight Making Magic Deadpool tee right here, and this t-shirt is definitely giving off some serious Deadpool Bob Ross vibes, and is just a really awesome Blacklight t-shirt, and I'm super stoked about both of these Blacklight t-shirts that they actually released for this year's Blacklight drop, even though it was a bit of a struggle to be able to pick up everything to show for all of you guys on the channel. But I'm not going to complain too much, since we were actually able to get everything we were looking for, including the Blacklight pins and the Deadpool Making Magic tee and the Wolverine pop tee. And these are just some really awesome additions to the Spider Pops collection, and I am super stoked about that. A big thank you to my mother and my aunt, who actually helped me get all of these to show off for all of you guys. They're just super fantastic, and a lot of the times are the reason why we're able to show off all of these awesome Funko products for all of you guys. So yeah, I just want to thank them, just want to give them a big thank you. And yeah, just super stoked I was able to show off all of these really awesome Marvel Blacklight pops. They are just super cool and are going to look really awesome in the Blacklight collection. I'm stoked about both of these t-shirts. These are absolutely spiffy.
That's spiffy.
And are some of the best t-shirts in the Funko closet right now, because they are just really cool, and I'm a huge fan of Deadpool and Wolverine, so we will be wearing these a bunch. Just super stoked we were able to get all of this stuff to show off for all of you guys. It's going to look really cool in my collection. We'll hopefully be seeing all of you guys Thursday, and then make sure you guys are subscribed and tune in Friday for our Gaming Friday stream. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this video on the Spider Pops channel. Make sure you guys are staying safe out there, staying frosty, and having fun, of course. Have an amazing rest of your day, webheads. Bye-bye.
Just like